Yeah, so now e5 is earth-shattering. So he has to go queen e8, I think. Yeah, queen. Okay, so he didn't go queen e8, which might be the end of him. Bishop d7. What a move. Should I go like knight d6 just for some fun? It seems like I'm kind of asking for it. What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to go through 11 Stonewall versus King's Indians. So if you're playing the Stonewall and you hate playing against the King's Indian, definitely check out this video. It's going to have a bunch of good games and show you what to do. But before you do that, don't forget to like and subscribe for more great chess videos. So used to boarding when I see people. I guess here I can't really board. Alright, he berserk 2. Let's go. Alright, so Stonewall versus King's Indian. E4 is the key. Castle, and then here we're about to get if he goes e5. Okay, so this first, his threat was to take. Alright, now I get the Walmart position. So I call this the Walmart position because it's a super center. Okay, so now he has to take or pull back. And then bishop g5 always goes really well too. Okay, so not quite. I could go g5. I'm just going to develop first, see what he does. Okay, so he's giving me here with tempo. I mean, I'm going to take it. So he can probably just go queen d7. So if he goes here, then I can get some more tempos. Okay, so now here, what do I do next? g5 is possible. But I'm just going to chill. Maybe bishop g5. Try to provoke f6, because then the bishop isn't as good. And then we'll see what happens next. Yeah, so probably he does something over here. I mean, I could take and take. But I'm just going to come here. Keep the big center. I like this idea. Because this knight is a god. Now the problem is the bishop is very mid. Whoa. Alright, so I think he tried to do too much. And now I get the rook. So, yeah, I think a lot of what you're going to see today is my opponents beating themselves. And me just chilling. Kramnik style. Okay, now I can trade. So he has check. So I'm just going to come home first. You know, say what's up. Say hello to the family. Alright, I did drop this pawn. But that's fine. When you're up a rook, you have the luxury of being able to spend some money. This is actually something I do say. Like, when you're up a lot of material, it's like you're rich. Like, you get to live different. Now, okay, so check. And then I want bishop here. I'm going to take... Actually, I don't even know if I'm going to take yet. He's not quite mate back here. So this... And now it's just about trading and simplifying. Getting rid of any shenanigans. Maybe Bullet may be good at this. This might be the one good thing about Bullet. Like, you try to win in the most direct way possible. Because you don't have time to do other stuff. So I'm just trying to keep it simple and not do too much. I could take this, but he does get some counterplay. I mean, I can win this. What am I doing? So I'm going to go check, check. Oh, I could cut him off too. But I do want to win these pawns ASAP. I wonder if I can go for mate. Okay, let me try this. So I'm trying to box him in so he can't get out of his prison. And then here's my genius idea. Wow, okay, it's almost mate. So king here. Once again, taking away the escape, closing the door. So he did escape a little bit. So this, trying to get this pawn. Oh, bishop here is actually mate too. That might be the prettiest one. And if f3, I have g4 mate. So this is how you can see endgames can get pretty sharp too. Oh my god, so rook takes pawn, rook f5, take, and then that's mate. Okay, so this wins the rook. And I'm not getting mated back here. There's not enough pieces for him. I could try to be fancy. I'm going to actually go here. Get him in Zug form. So he can't actually move any of these pieces. And if this moves, I have mate here. This is... a little sadistic, I will say. And then, okay, there are some stalemating ideas. Actually, there's not. Because his only move is going to be f3. That's the only move he has left, and then this is mate. Beautiful. And if you really want to have fun, you really, really are sadistic, you go g3 first, do this, and now you made him. That's how you add a little spice to your food, you know? Sprinkle some chili flakes. Alright. Oh no. Okay, good. I got the berserker in. Does anyone know if you berserk, do you get double the rating too? I don't think you do, but what do I know? Alright, so this variation. So I'm going to take, so there's queen check in there. So here e5, knight d5, bishop e4. And vision is supposed to be pretty good. About like a year or 2 years ago, I was getting really good positions with it. Recently I've just been getting pretty good positions with it. But, I mean, this is still good. Of course. Alright, so I'm not really in a rush to trade. Now the thing you gotta watch is the d4 square. Because he does have this. I feel like queen e7 is kind of inaccurate. So now I'm gonna try to stick a knight on d6. Okay, he can't push this because c6. So here, and now I have very good control of the position, I believe. If I can get knight b5 in, that kind of is the last step in really controlling. So if take, and he can go knight b4. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take here, because he doesn't have a good way to take. Speaking of not having a good... Oh, can I take here first? He can take here with check. So I'm going to take this, and then I'm going to take on c5. And then he's probably going to have to come back home. Okay, he can go here first. Now I throw in rook d1. So queen c7 loses to bishop d6. Even here, bishop d6 is really strong. I can also go a3. I mean, I'm spoiled for choice here. Okay, my bishop is hanging, so we're just going to do this. And then a3 and then b4. Just continue to grab space. And he's really, really kind of tied down. So b5 is a big threat. Knight can't really move, knight can't really move. And then knight b5 also is starting to come in. And now knight c7 is a huge threat. I think knight c7 actually is unstoppable. He comes back. So, okay, I'll take a little bit. See what he's going to do. Okay. Grabs more space. So knight a5, I think bishop here and his knight is trapped. Let's see. You know what, I'm just going to keep coming this way. Boom, boom. What does he do? I don't know. Well, okay, fine. I mean, okay, knight d5 is so strong. Knight c7. Yeah, this was... Kramnik would be proud of this game for sure. This is just complete control and domination. He just had no moves whatsoever. And now I'm turning this. I guess he did win this pawn. Okay. Can't have everything. And then we're just going to come back and keep maneuvering. I mean, this knight is the bane of his existence. Just done, taking everything. Oh, man. I mean, I have to. Just because principle, I must trade and simplify when I'm winning. Oh, he can take here, because the rook is going. Oh no, I'm tripping, dude. Okay, so this, I'm just going to go h3, get rid of problems. And then I can start going for the actual finish. So here, so I'm trying to get my queen to d8. My queen on d8, and there's checkmate waiting for him. Alright, don't go king h2 because he can take with check. Once again, it's not the end of the world. But why give it to him? So king f7 almost forced. Alright, I can take here. King g7. And then this is pretty much mate. I think it's another classic case of dude's down 1,000 pieces, but he's trying to win on time. So here and rook here is just mate. So he has to go bishop e7. I can take, and then I can take everything. Okay. Okay, it's another King's Indian. I mean, this is... No, it's not free pawn. If I take here, you can take on d4. So, I mean, I'm just going to go back to the Walmart position. Alright, castle first. Maybe he's going to go f5. Maybe I could take. Normally they go knight c6 or knight d7 and then go e5. He did it kind of early. Yeah, I mean, it's going to transpose from what it looks like. I'm never really worried about giving up this bishop. Because, I mean, he's literally like a horse stuck in a stable. So, if he takes him, I'm completely fine with that. Yeah, this guy's actually pretty good too. He's from Russia. So maybe he's going to go f5. He can go knight f4, but I get this super big center. The Walmart starts expanding. Wow. Predicting his moves. So I mean, he can go bishop f5, but maybe queen d2 hitting this, and then at some point knight d4 is strong. Now before I go knight d4, I have to reinforce this pawn. So I'm going to go rook e1, rook d1. Man, called it again. So, okay. So now I'm going to go rook e1 so that I can go rook... sorry, knight to d4. Now the other rook might have been better, because I think there is going to be some action on the f-file, and with the rook on f1, that would have been more beneficial for that. Okay, so, I mean, no, I'm not going to off this time. So he did successfully give me connected pass pawns. Alright, so knight e4, he's going to go g4, but then I can take and then okay, so maybe I can go d6. With the idea of knight d5, and if he goes g4, I'm going to take on f4. Because if he takes my knight, I take his bishop. Funny enough, in g4, I can also go knight d5 with third knight e7, knight f5. But, I mean, for sure, just taking on f4 is better. So now he's got to deal with knight d5. Alright, so he's really gunning for g4. But, once again, now I have check and take. And he might actually just be lost now, because I think well, the knight is kind of trapped. But yeah, this should just be losing for him. I mean, I can pre-move this. Wow, is my knight trapped on h6? It's kind of insane. Let's see. Okay, I'm seeing some magical things. So take on h6. Oh, can I go here? Take, and then check. So push, take, check, and then if he blocks, now I can take this, and then I won't get trapped. And my third is e7. Alright, so this is a critical moment for him. What does he do? So queen g5, I would take here and then go e7, and I mean, these pawns are just way too far advanced. Okay, so check. So we can't block with the bishop because it's mate. If he goes king g8, it's still mate. So he pretty much has to go queen f6. Or he can go rook f6, but now I can take because the queen can't come to g5. So queen f6, I'm going to take on h6, trade queens, and then I can escape to g4. And if it can, it can. Like I still like I will have a winning endgame, pretty guaranteed. So yeah, how does he... Knight g4, and then I can take... Okay, take on f3, he has h5. So do I really want to give him... So do I want to keep the piece? I'm up time too. But a piece is a piece. Yeah, I think I'm going to be a little provocative here. So king h1, king f1, and then you can double. And... the other thing with this position is I still have this d pawn, so this guy can cash in pretty fast. Okay, so I'm going to push here. Now my third is push in this. I was thinking, can I do this first? So check. Oh, okay, so check. Can't go king f6 because I have this. He has to go here. I'm gonna go rook here. He's gonna have to go rook d8, and then now here I go rook here, check, and that's actually mate. So then he has to come to the other side, and now I have check. So yeah, mate. Boom. Beautiful. That was a beautiful game. That will definitely go in the highlight reel too. Wow. Going to lose. As black, I mean, you can play e5. E5 is solid. I just think there's a lot of positions that I don't like. I mean, I don't know. Caracan, French. I mean, Sicilian is really the way, the truth, and the life, in my opinion. If you want to win with black, like, you gotta play Sicilian. Yeah, Italian is chill, and like, as long if you know it and you play it a lot, like, you can beat people who don't know what they're doing. Like, I played a lot of Italian too. E4, E5, honestly, is a problem, I would say. Not something I particularly look forward to. Alright, I need to win this game. If I win this game, I can gain like 10 points. How much time? Actually, I can go another 20 minutes. I want to get 2,600. That is my goal. Is the knight trapped? Okay, he is here. So I'm going to go do this first. I'm going to try to trap him. Yeah, Italian's good. Okay, so... Man, these guys are so provocative. Can I do this? Am I winning? Yeah, I think I win a piece. Okay, he can go c4. Ah, he has bishop h6. Then I go king h1? Because bishop h6 the threat is knight h3 check. I mean, if you want to be like really solid, Slav is good. If you want to kind of play more aggressive, but controlled, then Nimzo I think is great. Like Nimzo it does take some work, but there's a lot of reward in the Nimzo for sure. Is this no? He has knight b3. All right, I'm just gonna take. I actually want to give up the bishop. All right, I'm gonna keep the bishop. I'm gonna play Russian schoolboy chess. Yeah. Alright, look here, or he's trying to come where? I think I can go here. Yeah, this guy did get some play, but I think I'm fine. 92 and rook c3 is his idea. Alright, I'm just gonna give this back. I've had enough. No more struggling. Can I go queen b3? Oh, he takes here. His knight is really deep inside me. Okay, g3, get him out of here. Tell him to hit the road. And then I can start moving forward. Alright, I think I've done this. I mean, one thing is probably don't go to the endgame. Like, just like when I castle queenside, that is my forte. Like, if endgames are his forte, don't go where he wants you to go. If you think about this like a fight, like there's strikers and there's grapplers. If you're a striker, you want to keep it on the feet. And if you start grappling, that's going to be his best chance at winning. Now, here's the problem. When you're both strikers, and he's a better striker, what do? And if you're both grapplers and he's a better grappler, what do? That seems like more of the case where endgames are your strength, but unfortunately they're also his strength. So it's kind of a bad matchup. I mean, okay, one thing you can do when you play these guys is just be okay with a draw. If you're okay with the draw, they have to do something because they can't draw you. If they draw you, like, it's a moral non-victory for them. So, like, you don't have to play for a draw, but if it's equal, like, he might try to do too much. I mean, that's one possible strat. Okay. This. Can I do this and this? I think so. So actually, I mean, this, like, I have really good control in this position right now. I control the breaks. Okay, I take it back. He did this, but I can go here with the idea. No, he can kind of. Okay, so now I can go knight b3, knight c5, even more control. And this knight is kind of iced out, kind of just chilling, watching the show. Okay, wait. Speaking of, okay, wait. Let me finish this game, and then I will 100% read what is happening there. So I think I can do this, and then this, and then king f2, and then try to do because he can't really take. Oh wait, he doesn't even have the threat of taking. I'm an idiot. So actually I have the idea. Oh my god. Okay, so here and then take and then check. Now this pawn is not the end of the world, I believe. But trust me when I say I've had my heart broken by worse. Okay, so king e7. These pawns get so scary. I swear to God. It's like, yo, I got it, I got it, I got it, and then all of a sudden it's a queen, and I'm like, all right, I don't got it. But if I can win these two, then I should be cruising. Okay. I can take this. His knight is almost trapped. So he has to go here. I can take this, and then I have to start marching the king. Oh, you know what? I can actually push. Because now I threaten this, and the knight is once again stuck. Yeah, he's really anchoring me in. And then bishop f6 should be GG. We got another classic. Down a lot of material, but trying to flag. Okay, I need to play a little bit faster. Luckily, all my bullet work should pay off for this. Alright, so back to this. Fire. So you did drop. Yeah, and then I think, I don't know, someone needs to write a book on this or something. Like, after you dropped, you immediately stop playing. Because nothing good happens, like, the next 3-4 games, in my experience. Now, I keep telling myself, when I get 2600, I'm going to play my other openings too. Not all Stonewalls. H6 may be forced. Now I can take. Yeah, that's a good rule to live life by, actually. I definitely should try that. It's just, once you lose one, that's really smart. That is definitely a money-making strategy right there. Alright, so he wants this. I'm going to throw this in. Because I put pressure on f7. I don't know if he has a really good way to defend it. Because, like I said, I don't think he has a good way to defend it. And then if I get e5, then he could be in trouble. Yeah, so now e5 is earth-shattering. So he has to go queen e8, I think. Okay, so he didn't go queen e8, which might be the end of him. Bishop d7. What a move. Should I go like knight d6 just for some fun? It seems like I'm kind of asking for it. That is one thing, like when you have a really good position. Hey, look, it's Greg. Don't spend too much time trying to find the right move. Because then you just end up unnecessarily getting yourself on time. And this is something that grandmasters do really well. They know when to spend a lot of time and find the right move. And they know when to just kind of go. Do I play Greg on stream? Here, let me have a shot at 2600. Okay, so Greg was asking me, do you want to play a couple casual games? Let me try to get 2600 because I am on a heater, and what is that? I've gone like 8-1 or something. Actually, let's do some investigation and see how I'm doing today. Why doesn't anyone want to play? So 9 games, yeah, 8-1. So pretty solid start. That was like the opposite of last night. That was 1-8. All right, now he's in, so he can take as much time as he wants. That's fine with me. Maybe I should play some London on stream too. I've actually like maybe never played London, and that would be a nice thing to throw in, because I'm sure the positions can be similar to the Stonewall. Okay, so I got the big wall, and then I'm probably gonna go b3, bishop b2. If you go c5, c3, knight c6, a3 to prevent knight b4. And then we'll see what happens next. Okay, so this, pre-move take. And I think, like I said, the reason you go a3 is to prevent this, knight b4, and bishop a6 like this. So yeah, I mean, this is something about the good thing about playing an opening again and again and again, is you know exactly what your opponent's thinking and trying to do, all the sneaky tactics, all this stuff. So, okay, so now I'm going to go b4. I have to be a little bit careful because this would lose the rook, but there's nowhere good for the knight to really discover. Actually, I don't know about that. But I want to go bishop b2. If I get bishop b2 in next move, I'm good to go. Okay, so he has this. Okay, so I have knight b3, very sneaky. Defending this and defending this. Okay, October 7th. Okay, so I'm going to take and then go d5. And then here I should pretty much be 100% fine. No problems whatsoever. He could try knight d4. So I'm going to take, and then he doesn't get the f4 square, which is nice too. So yeah, he kind of has to run home. So bishop g5. I want to induce f6 to block this off. So basically, I was going to move the bishop anyway. But now, if he goes f6, I get to move here, and I made him make a move he doesn't want to make. Okay, now g4 is very close to trapping the knight, but not quite there. Alright, so I'm going to go to an endgame here. And I always think the endgames are pretty good here because I have this big space advantage. And this protected pass pawn can be very dangerous. Okay, so watch out for any checks, but all the checks are covered right now. Okay, take. And then I want to push this, but I can't quite do it yet. So I'm going to do queen d2 first. And then I'm going to go knight e2 and try to collect this pawn. So this also stops a5 too, because now the queen supports this. And now the question becomes, what is he going to do? Yeah, Greg is getting better. He played a tournament too. Did good. He's chilling in New York. Not sure when he's getting back though. Yeah, he loves New York. Alright, I'm gonna go h4. This prevents this, and it gives me space. There's no back rank. So once again, just making useful moves while I kind of, I'm not gonna say force the action, but get ready for war. Very soon, like, I will be really like pressing forward. But this is a good way to get him in time pressure as well. Yeah, I'm excited for Greg to get like over 1400, because that's kind of when I start teaching my students like the exciting openings. Now, so he knight e2, he can go queen check and pick up this pawn. So I'll just go queen c2. I'm trying to enter in over here and ask some questions. That's the theme of the day. Wait 1 sec. 7 years ago. Oh yeah, he does work for Hikaru. I forgot that. It's just Levy Roseman. I know. Yeah, he's really blown up. Like, it's impressive to see like to the level. Yeah, you know, it really helps working for Hikaru in the beginning too, I'm sure. Can I take this? No. I can go here. No, we'll just do this. No pressure. Yeah, because basically Hikaru has this huge flat platform, and then he can kind of use it to kickstart everything, and then after that you can really start taking off. So 100% kudos to him for making it happen. Alright, so now I'm going to go here and bishop c6. And now the issue is going to start being pressed, but he is running low on time. It's going to make it very hard for him to... I guess he just gave up. Alright. Alright, so now we got our first 2600 of the day. So this is all normal. Yeah, this d6 has gotten kind of popular, I guess. I've done it before, so I can do one. When it starts getting into more than one, it's tough. So this guy, Timur Grayev, the guy who's friends with Shirov, or not Shirov, but Tamiya Shpep, he actually played 32 people blindfolded all at the same time, and I think he won like 26 of them or something. Yeah, so this is the guy. This is the guy who made the record. Timur Ger. There you go. He actually like stayed at my place. You know, we chilled, did our thing. But okay. So funny story. He said the hardest game of all the 26 or of all his blindfold simuling is he played this one girl, and she didn't know how to play chess. So at some point, I mean, so she was just making like literally just the most random moves, no idea where any of the pieces go. And at some point, like he just didn't know what to do. He was like, he had to resign because he was just like, there's no patterns here. It was impossible to know where anything was. So that was the hardest game that Grandmaster Timur Grave played in all his blindfold simuling. Okay, can I go here and here? That's too much. We're just gonna, keep it normal. Now I have the actual threat of no. So I couldn't go knight takes pawn because you have knight takes, and after take here, he would take this bishop. So I just went here to provoke f6. Yeah, I mean, I think what makes chess easier, at least blindfold wise, is when you recognize patterns. Like if you ever put in your games after a tournament, the games that like you played the opening a bunch of times, like you can put them in pretty easily. But the games where it's like a new opening or something, those are the hardest games. And okay, I used this knight to go to d4 because this knight was doing nothing over here, whereas this knight can still have hope of contributing. Okay, so knight e6, of course, the knight has a great home here. And now I want to go here and here. This is also possible because he's gonna plug it up, but these knights are just so beautiful. I mean, just look at this, just like aesthetically, like so pleasing. Also, I have this threat of knight b5 hitting this, and also threatening knight c7. So this is when it starts getting a little bit questionable. Okay, so I think basically he said, all right, I'm just gonna sack, but unfortunately for him, he can't even sack because I have bishop c4. All right, Hunter, peace out. Thank you for joining, especially with Stonewall. What's my highest? 2683. So yeah, if I get 2700 on this account, it's a new record. Or maybe I'll try to play it till I can get 2683. Okay, so we went for early e5. Don't take and end up losing pawns. No need to be greedy. Just take the space. Don't take the bait, take the space. Okay. Okay, I mean, I kind of see him. But compensation, I don't know. Or full compensation, no way. Alright, so e4, knight g5, knight e6. And everything should be okay here. Just gotta watch for some shenanigans. That is all. Okay, so knight c3. Defending this and developing. So now he can go h6 and kick my knight. But I'm gonna argue that I'm just up a piece here. Okay, I'm actually gonna go d6. Because now I have all of these checks and moves and ideas. Okay, so now I should be up a rook. And I still don't really see any major problems back here. It could be a major problem, but I have queen c7. And I think the queen is pretty much trapped and he has to trade off, and I should just be up a rook. Okay, so he has one move. So a3, queen d4. I mean, I could just castle too. That seems like a completely legitimate idea. But can I win this material? a3, queen d4, knight e2. He's so close to having to trade or losing material. But I don't see it. Now my queen's not getting trapped, correct? I don't think so. I can go queen e7. Alright, so let's just come back home. So here, queen e7, queen check, bishop f6. Okay, I have a very sneaky move. So queen check. So does this. Queen f6 check. bishop g7, I'm assuming, and then I just come back, slip away in the knight. I didn't want to lose this pawn, that's why I threw the check in first. Probably, I would say I didn't need to, but okay, I mean, I guess I'd lose the pawn anyway. But what is it? 2 pawns for a rook is what the count is at. Okay, that's not even a threat actually. But alright, let me just take this. I'm not really worried about. Alright, now once I get rook d1 in, like, he officially has nothing. I think he has to take this pawn. Okay, we can go rook d1. No mate on h2, and then I'm just gonna push. And that should be pretty close to GG. Because now rook d8 is mate. Actually, for style points, let me say, queen d8. No, that's how you mate somebody. Okay, my guy. I'm sorry. I would say kind of a feminine name for a guy, but to each their own, of course. But is 7 your lucky number? Please, I'm tired. I've been yawning. I was yawning an hour ago, so please forgive. Now the chess was very fire an hour ago too. I just started trending downwards, but appreciate it. But if I can get, I'm gonna play till I lose right now. So we'll see how far that goes. I mean, so my peak ever on this account is 2683. It would be pretty phenomenal to get that. All right, this guy's giving me the boys. The boys are walking. The boys are back in town. Can I do this? The reason why okay, let me just go queen d2. Hold everything. Knight d4. Not yet. So we're gonna go rook e1 first. I think I actually had this game before, and I thought the other rook was better because there's the f file. Yeah. I want to hit 27, of course. So I was actually 2683 like maybe 3-4 years ago, and that was like top 100 on Chess, and I was like, whoa, I'm top 100 on Chess. So that was the extent of my powers. And now there's like a bunch of people above. But yeah. How long you been playing for? Oh man. Okay, so rook d1. We're just gonna support all the pawns, get the king out of the way, and then at some point, is it time? Is it time? I think it's time. Because okay, so if he takes here, take. I'm not going to actually. Can I go e7? It's time, boy. All right, let's do it. Let's get it. All right, this guy's so close to the edge. Okay, we're gonna go. We're gonna believe in him, even if we don't see the end. Yeah, this man, like human coffee, which I love. Okay, all right. No need to panic. Knight a4. Okay, let's go. Let's get it. I just need to push this guy. That's it. All right. Amen, brother. Now we just gotta push. Push. And then I can push again, I believe. Come on, brother. But then I lose both of my knights for our hero. Push the guy. Alright, we're pushing. Alright, push. Alright, this is one of those. I don't actually know if it works, but we're gonna see. So if he takes, push, and takes, I think is the most challenging line. Oh my god, I think I can go queen d8. But actually, dude, I don't know. He can go like bishop takes e7. Alright, he chickened out. That's rule number 1. Or that's step number 1 right there. Okay, so knight c7. I want one of the rooks. Okay, so he took. So he's got to take this, otherwise the pawns are too much. I feel like Alec kind of calculated. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like he might have calculated. But yeah. I mean, that's what we're doing here. We're just going, because that's what we do here. So queen take. I'm gonna sack a queen without calculating. Look, I'm not even gonna look at any variations. I'm just gonna go queen d8 if he takes here. This is for you. You asked, and I will deliver. I'm not doing any calculations. I'm just going queen d8. Now, okay, I did a little bit of calculations when I was looking at it, but I didn't do any concrete variations. But all right, queen d8 is on the board. Let's see what he does. Master Mayhem. Here's some mayhem for you. Some mayhem for you, brother. Okay, so this is my idea. Oh my god, okay, I was like, can I promote to a knight? What? Should I just throw in the check or not? Okay, well, let's just be up in exchange. We've had enough mayhem here for a second. Now we can kind of chill and enjoy a luxurious life. Wait, one sec. Let me take care of business real quick, and I will get to you. Alright, I'm up in exchange. He's got 2 bishops. But I'm up in exchange. I promise, I will look at this comment in just a second. Okay, we gotta make sure we don't get burned by the sun. Right, can I do this? I believe so. I'm hitting both bishops. Give me one of them. Give me both of them. Why not? Pff, beautiful. Sorry, I didn't have the chat up. I was so focused, but good to have you guys. Sometimes you gotta believe in fate. Well said by fate. Thank you. So yeah, we're just getting some Stonewall games in. Oh, I'm supposed to take here. I'm actually clipping all the games after and trying to put them on YouTube. And I have like about 30 to 45 minutes of a bunch of different openings. Actually, isn't this such a cool hoodie? It's a polar bear with a solo cup. Dude's straight gangster. wait. Okay, it's castle. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna play e4, e5 soon. But I'm trying to get this for content for a video, and then I will go back to e4 and stuff. Dude, I ordered some Indian food, and it was really good. You know, it's funny, I cooked Indian food, and then I was like, you know what, I want some more Indian food. So now my fridge is full of Indian food. Okay, let's take all this. Okay, now we move forward. Okay, the check doesn't, I mean, it looks kind of scary, but as long as I cover with these guys, maybe you could have hopped into e3, but okay, I'm covering everything. Alright, so now I want to push forward. Alright, let's start attacking. I'm going to try to open up this side of the board. Okay, so now we start knight g3 and knight f4. Fortunately, I gotta choose which one. So I'm gonna go queen here. So he can take this, unfortunately. So now queen h4. Okay, no, then he can take this. So I'm gonna go rook here. So though I lost the pawn, I have all the boys by the king. So I'm gonna try to make some magic. Oh, you know what? Take. He could go queen takes, but if pawn takes, there's check and take. Okay, so I don't want to trade, so I'm gonna bring more pieces over here. There's knight d3 though. Alright, I'm gonna go queen here before I get forked by something. And now what do we do is a question. So knight h5, g4, and knight g5. I might have actually just been winning. Straight up. Okay, so knight d4. I'm gonna keep moving. So I'm gonna take knight e6 and then d5. Okay, so he takes here. So hopping with the knight or the rook? I'm gonna go knight takes because I want knight g4 and one of these squares for checkmate. There's also some taking f7 ideas too. Okay, so he took away knight g4, but now these ideas become stronger and stronger. So take, knight takes f7. It doesn't work because the rook's hanging at the end. Well, where is it? Okay, you know what? I got an idea. So here, with the idea of rook takes f7, queen takes g6. And that would be hot if I got it. Now, I guess the question becomes, how does he defend this? And I don't quite know. So I'm also putting myself in a pin. Oh, I'm also throwing knight f5 check too. So there's a lot of things happening here. Alright, so I think we got the hotness. So nice. So nice. So nice you gotta see it twice. So maybe he can go king h8. I mean, at least I win the queen. Oh man, and we got him. Right where we wanted him. Beautiful. It's beautiful.